Well, hey everybody, it is Friday. It's the 22nd of August, 2025. I have something that I have not been featuring on the channel very frequently recently, and that is an extreme hot sauce. Alright, I found this at a Safeway in Canada, and I assumed when I found it that it was a Canadian product, but it's not. It's manufactured in the USA, but for whatever reason, it's not available at Washington's Safeways. It's only available in Canada's. So, we are going to try Reaper 51 Rebel Obscene hot sauce. I've had horrifying hot sauce, I've had regretful hot sauce, I've had extreme hot sauce, I've had horrifying hot sauce. I have had all manner of negative adjectives attached to the name of the hot sauce. I've never had an obscene hot sauce. Alright, so I have high expectations for this, and it also says now even hotter. So apparently there was a previous version of this that wasn't quite as obscenely hot as this one. Alright. Another reason that I purchased this is because I read through the ingredients and I was intrigued. Because there's not just Reaper in this. There are 4 different peppers in this, 4 different super hot peppers, and there are a lot of other ingredients in it too that promise that this is going to be something that's not just spicy but also flavorful, which is what I'm always looking for in a super hot sauce. So we've got in this, we have strawberries, we have Reaper pepper mash, we have apple cider vinegar, water, mandarin oranges, jalokia pepper mash, red habanero pepper mash, red scotch bonnet pepper mash, onions, carrots, sugars, tamari sauce, which is just a fancy type of Japanese soy sauce, ginger puree, and xanthan gum. Oh, and garlic. Wow. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in there that I'm excited to try. And strawberries as the first ingredient to a super hot sauce, I've never had that before. So this should be interesting. I'm expecting sweetness, fruitiness, heat, and a complexity of pepper flavors in there. And I absolutely love red Scotch bonnets. Yellow Scotch bonnets are my favorite pepper in the world. I'm sure red Scotch bonnets will not be far behind. I love boot jalokias. I'm growing them right now. Slow going. Mandarin oranges, for sure. Strawberries and oranges and apple cider vinegar and tamari sauce and ginger and garlic and 4 different types of awesome pepper. I can't wait to try this. Alright, I'm really building up my expectations right now. And I'm not going to use a spicy Impossible Chicken Nugget. I'm going to use a neutral, just regular half of an Impossible Chicken Nugget today. Here we go. Nice texture, nice color. Look at that. Here we go. Okay. It's fruity and it's peppery. I'm going to give it a minute. I'm going to let the heat build a little bit, because I know in the first 10 seconds it's not going to reach peak heat. Honestly, the heat that I'm experiencing from it so far is very much more ghosty than it is Reapery. Alright? Reaper heat is inflammatory. It attacks the back of your mouth, alright, and the top of your throat. And then it spreads throughout the entire mouth and just inflames everything. It's a fiery, inflammatory, caustic burn, and an immediate one. But that's not what I'm getting from that. Not at all. It's more of a ghost burn. And the pepper flavor, I'm tasting the Scotch bonnet and the habanero, not necessarily tasting the Reaper or the ghost pepper. Although, it is a fruity kind of pepperiness, so perhaps it is the Reaper flavor mixed with the Scotch bonnet and the habanero. But I definitely, if I'm identifying correctly, the pepper that I'm tasting in there, I do taste the sort of ripe fruitiness of a red Scotch bonnet more prominently than I do the almost tart fruitiness of a Reaper. So, despite the fact that Reaper is the most prominent pepper in there, it's the other peppers that I'm tasting there in terms of the burn and in terms of the flavor. Now, I want to try another bite so I can analyze not just heat, but other flavors in the sauce. Okay. And I've determined that this is not an extremely hot sauce, so I can eat a pretty large amount. Yeah. I love it. The sweetness is very subtle. Despite the fact that strawberries are the first ingredient, which would make me think that it would be more sugary than you would normally expect with a hot sauce like this, no, the sweetness is subtle. And it's counterbalanced with enough salt and garlic. There's a wonderful blend of flavors in there. It's very boldly peppery. It's got a little bit of sweetness. It's got some umaminess from the roasted garlic and onion. I do taste that little bit of sharpness from the ginger too, and that was part of what I smelled in the aroma of it when I first opened the bottle. It's a really, really good sauce. The only thing that's kind of disappointing about it is it's not particularly hot. I mean, I have a burn going right now, but it's not a Reaper burn. It's not a caustic Reaper burn. It's not the burn that I was expecting. Maybe my tolerance is really high right now. I have no idea, but I'm just not getting like crazy heat from that. Maybe a 3, like a 2.5 approaching a 3. So it's not super hot. It's manageable. You know, this would be a good, like, let's say you've got a friend who's interested in, you know, spicy foods and sort of like building up their tolerance. Once they've had like a really good robust ghost sauce, you might give them this one to kind of up the ante a little bit. This is not like an extreme hot sauce. No, it's not going to send anybody into a panic. A spice food novice will be a little bit alarmed at first, and they might go and, like, you know, drink half a gallon of milk or something like that, but this is not like take me to the hospital type stuff. It's not that extreme. It does have a warning. It says extremely hot, used with caution, keep out of reach of children. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't give a 2-year-old this, but a 5-year-old, yeah, give him a drop. He can handle it. She can handle it. 5-year-old can handle this. Yeah, it's not crazy heat. It's nice heat. I like the burn. It's pleasant. Good sauce.